Hi, welcome back to the Biblically Inspired Life. It's been a while since I've done a video. In fact, it's been over a month. And in that time, Baruch and I have been to the Netherlands, Romania, Ireland, and the U.S. So we've been doing a little bit of globe trotting, but it's great to be back with you. And I look forward to talking with you today about a very important topic, especially this time of year, and that is self-discipline. Now, if you're like me, many of you have come up with some goals for the year 2020, things that you can improve upon, things that will enhance not only just your overall well-being, but also hopefully you've selected some goals which will improve your spiritual walk with the Lord. So I had set aside some goals for myself, including taping more videos, which I have so far failed in. Also with my health, I had some health goals with exercise and healthy eating, and with all of the traveling and so forth, I've not done very well with those. And the third thing was my Bible reading. And one of the things that I had selected to do was to just read through some books of the Bible that I had not really touched upon much in the last couple years in any significant way, or in a big block. And I've kind of faltered in that area as well. So self-discipline is something that I felt that I certainly need to work on, and perhaps you do as well. So when I was looking through the Bible at different verses which dealt with self-discipline, I found some interesting purposes for striving to improve that area of your life. And the first thing that I found is that self-discipline will help lead to godliness. And if you think about it, really, self-discipline is closely related to turning from evil. It's very much related to that. And so this is something that as we focus on improving self-discipline in our lives, it will improve our ability to say no to those things which are not good, wholesome, upright, uplifting in our lives. So that is a really, I thought, a very good reason to work on self-discipline. And another thing is, it says in Titus 2:12 that self-discipline is an outcome of our salvation. So that is one of the areas which we should see as a fruit of our salvation experience. And linking with that, it talks about in verse 27 of 1 Corinthians chapter 9, that self-discipline will help to make us a good witness. So if you say, I am a believer, but yet you don't have self-discipline in your life, you are not being a good witness to others. And really, one of the main things that we see today is believers who do not behave any differently than the world. I have seen so many things. You see a lot of the popular churches today. The music doesn't sound any different than secular music, other than maybe the words, except a lot of those are just focused on self. That's number one. Number two, the venue where people are going to church, to congregations. I've been to many where they're painted all black inside. They have smoke coming up. They have spotlights. They have people, whether on stage or in the pews, that are not dressed appropriately. The services are not conducted in a reverent way towards the Lord. And it's really not a worshipful experience. So this mimicking of the world, whether it's in our personal behavior, in our congregational behavior, it is not a good witness. There's not an emphasis on showing how we are different because of our salvation. We should be different than the world. We shouldn't be mimicking the world. So that is a very important aspect of self-discipline. Another one is prayer. It says that self-discipline will help you in your prayer life. That's in 1 Peter 4:7. So all of the things that we're talking about is that self-discipline will touch every area of our lives, producing godliness, producing a good witness, improving our prayer life. It also says in Titus that it will be influential in self-control. So all of these aspects of our lives are influenced in self-discipline. So I'd like to really encourage you to work on self-discipline and to apply it to your life. It will be a much influential in the growth of your spiritual condition. Also, I'd like to just give a couple of tips for improving self-discipline in your life. One thing is to pray about what things you need to show more self-discipline in, what goals you should have for your life. Is this something, is this just a personal goal that you'd like to, invest $500 a month? Or is this something where I would like to control my anger? I would like to have, prayer half hour a day or something of that nature. So you need to pray about what God would have you focus on with your self-discipline and with the goals that you then in turn have for your life. Another thing is I would try to limit the number of new goals that you implement into your life at one time. It's very hard to implement more than 3 behavior changes at a time. So like I had talked about, even though I failed, I still had only 3 goals, improvements that I was working on. And those were the video production, my health, and then also the Bible reading. So limit the number of things that you're wanting to improve or implement new things into your routine, into your life. And the third thing is to have maybe an accountability partner. Have someone else who has a similar goal as you do. Maybe somebody else that you know would want to be a prayer partner, or would want to study and read the same books of the Bible as you, or whatever your goal may be. Maybe some of your friends you could meet up with and encourage each other. So have a accountability partner, or have certain prompts or helps in your day. They talk about having a water bottle next to you all the time so that you'll drink your 8 cups of water a day, or maybe have your favorite Bible laid out in a nice location with a candle, and that will encourage you. Maybe setting your alarm for a certain time each day to accomplish a prayer time, have a prayer time at the same time every day. So whatever your goals are, try to have either an accountability partner or some sort of prompt or help that will encourage you to do these behaviors each day. And finally, I just wanted to encourage you, if you're interested in working on a Bible study through a book of the Bible, loveisrael.org has created a new app for both Apple and Android devices, and it's called My Bible Study. It's a blue icon, and in white letters it says MBS. And I would really encourage you to download this free app, My Bible Study. And on it, you can see Baruch's teachings of various books of the Bible. You can watch the video form. You can listen on just the audio. And it also has a place for you to take notes. So I'd really encourage you to download that app. And also, loveisrael.org now has a global prayer team. If you'd like to participate in that, just send an email to pray@loveisrael.org loveisrael.org, and in the body of the email, give your name, that you can just give your first name, the time of day that you would like to pray for a half-hour increment, the day of the week and the time, and what your time zone is. Our goal is to have 24/7 prayer coverage for Love Israel, for believers around the world, and we would love for you to participate in that. So that email is pray@loveisrael.org, and our app for Android and Apple devices is My Bible Study. I hope this encourages you today to set really praiseworthy goals for your life, and to pray for the strength for God to give you the self-discipline to achieve those goals. Have a great day. Until next time.